So hi guys and welcome back to the second race of season 6, and obviously it was amazing. Our hospitality area has gone to level 5 now, that is good, and Maini has improved his performance rating to 87, good for him. And let's see the standings. Obviously guys, if you haven't watched last video, go and check it out, because look at that, we got 33 points and it was Kush Maini who won the race. Obviously it was amazing. We weren't even hoping that we will win the race. It was just a little bit luck and little bit good strategy. We were able to do it. Gasly I think did amazing guys, scoring P6, just a little bit closer to Carlos Sainz, wasn't able to overtake at the end. Oscar Piastri's defending work was amazing too. So let's see. Obviously nothing we have to do here. We have, well, Bahrain in 4 days. And look at that, our DRS effectiveness and dirty air tolerance is amazing, though our low speed is a little lower. And we have nothing to upgrade, though we will get we have 2 days to get the chassis in, but I don't think we will be able to get that for this race. And chassis design has come in and suspension too, so that is good. And obviously let's first of all manufacture the chassis too. Yeah, 2 should be enough. Let's do that. And let's go into suspension. Let's do 2 of that too. Yeah, that should be good. And now let's go into the design and research guys. Let's go. Chassis might not give us, yeah, it is not giving us that much performance right now. So let's see. Okay, so we have 47 days with 30 hours, and the rear wing is really amazing. So yeah, I think, yeah, that should be good. Let's go 2 engineers. Yeah, let's go 2 engineers for it. I think that should be good. And we already have the front wing going on. So let's see, underflow we are already doing that. Side pods, I don't think guys that will be good. Suspension again, yeah, it's not really that much. So I think guys I should, you know what, save a little bit here. I think I should save a little bit, or should we use it on chassis? Okay, we can use it on chassis, but it's going to improve only the things which we already have good. So yeah, that's not going to be good enough guys. So guys, for the Bahrain GP, obviously we have nothing to do, so let's just do the race targets now, and let's just go the second race of the season.
Here we go folks, F1 returns, starting here in Bahrain.
Taking a look at the top of the constructors' standings, we've got a team that's starting to pull away.
Stay with us then as the weekend gets underway.
And obviously into the Bahrain GP, the second race of this season, 99 setup for both of our drivers, and obviously we do not have to change the engines. So going into the qualifying. And into the qualifying, let's send Maini out. And yep, and I am honestly guys still loving this blacked out livery here. And in the in the night, this livery actually looks like there isn't any car. So this is the 100% stealth mode here. So let's see, Gasly now coming out of the pits, and we are the only 2 who are out. So let's see, Maini starting his lap with Porsche, who is the only one who is out. So let's see, into turn 1, taking it easy. Let's keep an eye on Gasly, he is also alright. And we have Jack Doohan, who is now coming out into the Aston Martin livery and purple for Maini, 26.5 and a 26.7. A little bit slower for Gasly, but let's see, Maini can still do a better lap. Let's see the second sector for him, 39.6. And let's see Gasly, who completes his lap 39.8, 2 turns slower. So Maini rounding on the last corner, showing why he is the team lead, and he goes P1. And Gasly, let's see how slow he will be. And that is 4 turns slower. Still, I think guys that is a good lap. Let's see what more we can do right now. And Gasly guys starting his second lap on the same set of soft tires. Obviously I thought guys he might actually be able to improve on this set, because he does not have the confidence. So let's see what he can do with the first sector completing. He goes green, that is good. let's skip for a little bit. Let's see the second sector. He goes. Obviously, there is a car in front, and he gets out of the way more or less properly. Let's see the second sector, and that is again an improvement for Gasly. If we are able to get a 10th improvement, and Gasly goes P4, so that is good, guys. That will get us into Q2. And obviously, Max Verstappen is in P1 and P3 for Lando Norris. And Ayumu the entities are out. And Daniel Ricciardo is out of the qualifying for Q1, and Carlos Sainz too. So McLaren, guys, I think has taken a big hit. They have taken a big hit with the regulation change, and they are, I think, the one who are suffering the most. And obviously Daniel Ricciardo, I think, guys, he will improve in a little bit, not right now. He will take at least 2-3 races before he can get a better time and a better performance out of him. So let's see, we are out with Maini in front and Gasly behind him. Let's see, Maini starting his first lap into Q2 on a used set of tires. Obviously Gasly also is on a used set of tires, which are actually 2 laps older, well, 2 fast laps older than Maini, and 2 cars getting out of the way and maneuvering, and that was 26.5. Okay, that is a good lap. Maini have actually maneuvered out of the way properly, and Gasly has too. Let's see who takes the purple, and it's Antonelli who has taken the purple, but it doesn't matter, guys. This is just a banker lap, and obviously we are not really worried about it. Purple second sector for Maini, 39.6 and a 41.3. So yeah, Gasly was blocked. Gasly was 100% blocked because you cannot be this low. So Maini goes P1 and Gasly race to the line. Let's see what he can do. Ocon a second slower and Gasly is 2 seconds slower, which makes sense, guys, because he obviously wasn't able to do a proper lap. And Piastri goes P3 and Antonelli goes 3 tenths faster than all of us. And 2 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Let's send Gasly out a little bit later. I think I am sending Gasly out, but he needs to do a okay lap, and I think we will be able to get into Q3 very easily. So let's see, Gasly rounding out the last corner. He's going to start his final lap into Q2. Let's see if he can improve and get himself into Q3. Obviously there are cars in front. Maini P7, even if he doesn't improve, I think he has made it into Q3 without any problem. So Gasly first lap green, I mean that is an alright one. Let's see, there is an Aston Martin and a Mercedes in front of Gasly, but I think he will be able to maneuver out of these guys very quickly. So let's see, and he has not able to caught up to the Mercedes, which means he's also on a lap. Second sector, a green one for Gasly, again a little bit slower, 5 tenths slower than Maini. Look at that, is going fast. He is improving, and Gasly, though he improves, does not improve enough to get himself into Q2. Maini goes P1, guys. What an amazing lap for him. And Gasly is bottom in Q2, and that is going to cost us a lot. But I think, guys, Gasly again has the pace to get himself into at least top 10 or top 5, so I'm not really worried. And Logan Sargent in the Haas was also out, but Lando Norris into P13 of the Red Bull is out too. And into Q3, let's see, obviously let's use the older set for Maini, and looks like we have a good amount of tire preservation. So let's just go and let's send Maini out straight away, guys, because I am not waiting for anyone to mess our laps. Let's see, Piastri, Haja and Antonelli out, and the other 3s are out too. Jack Doohan, Verstappen getting out of the pits, but let's see, are they going to get out of the way for Maini? So let's see, and we go on board on Maini. Let's see his first sector and 26.3. That is good. That is what we wanted, and we have a car in front who more or less gets out of the way, all right. And then it's a Ferrari of Max Verstappen, and that is again a purple 39.4. Amazing lap for Maini rounding out the last corner. Let's see what he can do and race to the line, 27.9. That is good, guys. That is an amazing lap. And sending Maini out in front of Maloney and Max Verstappen and Piastri has improved, gets himself into P2, only a 10 slower. And look at that, guys, the Williams Ford livery, sorry, the Williams BMW livery, and obviously the McLaren's old white livery there, white and papaya, and Westy is obviously on the track with green sectors all around the track, and Antonelli is going and rounding out the last corner. Let's see what he can do with two green sector, race to the line, and he goes only P4. He was looking mighty into Q2, but only P4 for him. P5 right now for Russell. He goes P3 only. Maloney is also improving, and Maini is not improving on his new soft tires, which makes sense, guys, because that was a hell of a lap for him. And let's see, he is still doing a lap. Maloney though also on a lap, and he is rounding the last corner. Maini will go first, and he has stayed into pole, and Maloney only goes P5. But guys, Maini has taken pole in the second race of season 6, and that is good. He might actually prove himself to be the title contender. So guys, let's just go into the Bahrain GP.
Here in Sakir, the floodlights are on, and it's nearly time for 57 laps around the Bahrain International Circuit.
Bahrain has seen some of the most dramatic races in F1, like Sergio Perez's incredible 2020 victory, surging ahead from being last on the opening lap.
Bahrain is known for high tyre degradation, as the asphalt here is so abrasive. The drivers are facing many low to medium speed corners, and any heavy braking will inevitably take its toll on the tyres. Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
And into the strategy, and we might be able to get a one stop done here. And let me see how it fares against the two stop, and it is the same time. So guys, let's just go onto the two stop. If I have to, I might change it, but right now that looks good. Let's go 3 laps lower. Driving options for Gasly, and you know what, let's go 3 laps lower for Maini too. I don't know how much he can save, but I think he will be able to save, and we obviously get 1 or 2 safety cars here and there. So guys, let's just go into the second race of the season.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. This could be an important race today for Lance Stroll.
Fighting their way out from P21 is not going to be easy at all, and possibly too much to ask from this car.
And it looks like we're good to go. Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
So with the lights gone, Maini has taken it to P1. Russell going side by side with Piastri, and look at that, they are fighting still, and Maini has stayed into P1, and Piastri has taken P1. And let's see, Duhan and Hadja and Aston Martin fighting with each other, but Duhan has taken it from him, and Gasly has overtaken Liam Lawson. That is good. He now needs to overtake Albon there. Let's see if he can do it, but right now just taking his time for, well, when he had to pounce. And let's see, Maini also taking his time, and let's see the tire wear, and we have used a lot of tire. Let's stop using the tires, and I think it's because Maini is on a used set of tires. But here goes Piastri into the last corner, wasn't able to overtake, and let's see Gasly, who has overtaken Alexander Albon.
Can they squeeze by?
And that looks like turn 11. Gasly pushing Albon wide, but that is a good work. And let's stop using the battery, well, the tires. And here goes Piastri coming again on Maini, and look at that, DRS open for him, and he goes through the inside, and he still going side by side. Kush Maini is not giving it up, and finally Maini goes back into P1, and we are obviously trying to save his tires if we are trying to do a 2-stop. Let's see if we have to. And Gasly obviously now goes side by side with Lando Norris. Lando Norris has been pushed wide and he now overtakes Lando Norris. Let's stop using the ERS, guys. Let's try to save it. Well, let's try to save the ERS as much as we can. And look at that Maini there, almost 7 tenths in front. And look at that, guys. That is a big crash. Logan Sargent has been crashed out, and I think has he spun or Gasly was involved in that.
I made a mistake.
And indeed, Logan Sargent made a mistake. There was no hand of Gasly involved in that, and that was a big shame for Logan Sargent, who was actually looking amazing. Sad thing for him. Let's try to save the battery and the fuel, guys, because obviously we can do that right now. And let's keep an eye on Maini, who is just taking his time into P1. Let's see how the tires are. 4% worse than Piastri. Again, does not matter. Let's see Gasly, whose tires are actually much better than Vesti. And look at that Vesti defense. But through goes the outside Gasly. And look at that, guys, almost overtaking Vesti. But here goes the DRS open. And look at that, guys. Our DRS effectiveness is first. And Gasly has caught up to Vesti. Vesti almost out of the DRS. But look at that, guys, still. So we can wait a little bit, guys. Obviously, Piastri has overtaken Maini. It's not going to matter, guys, and it's not going to hurt us. And look at that, guys, lap 5. Gasly has just done in the fastest lap, and he is now in the DRS of Tsunoda. Obviously, Vesti is not letting go, and he is a little bit angry, but again, it's not going to hurt us very much, and we can still fight. And here goes Gasly on Tsunoda. It did not work this time, but he can still do it. And look at that, guys, DRS open for Gasly. And Tsunoda, obviously, who does not have any DRS, can be overtaken. He is susceptible to an overtake, but we are saving our fuel, we are saving our tires, and now we use everything for Gasly to overtake Tsunoda. Obviously, he is out of the DRS, but here goes Pierre Gasly on P8 in just 6 laps, guys. He has done it. Gasly went from P16 to P8. That is good, and that is an amazing work from him. Tsunoda obviously did look out here and there, but it did not work because Gasly is firm in his position. And lap 8, guys, Antonelli has been overtaken. Let's see how Gasly overtook him. And it was on the back straight. Yep, and around the outside on the last corner goes Gasly, and he was able to overtake Antonelli, and obviously he would still get the DRS, and he almost overtake Isaac Hadja, and it did not work this time. But let's see. And look at the craziness that's happening here, guys. These guys are going crazy and fighting very crazily. And look at that, guys. Gasly has overtaken Isaac Hadja too, and it looks like it was on the DRS straight. And let's see. Nope, it was not on the DRS straight. Gasly overtaking around the outside on the last corner again, and Gasly, I think, is loving that.
Let's go.
And yep, Gasly is really happy, and obviously he is loving that corner, and he is able to overtake everywhere. Well, other than that place, he is still overtaking everywhere else, and Maini is taking his time. So guys, we do not even have to worry about that. And into the inside goes Gasly, but it did not work. Let's remove saving for the fuel here. Let's see, can he overtake George Russell, who is now out of DRS. Obviously, that is the tactic for George Russell, who pushes the person in front out of the DRS and then overtake him. But this time, guys, DRS open for Gasly, DRS open for George Russell. But Gasly has closed up a lot, but it doesn't matter, guys, because he again is a little too far. And look at that, Russell now goes, and still it did not work. So guys, I think let's try to use the tires here. Stop saving the fuel, because obviously we can save it whenever we want. And lap 16, guys, Maini has been overtaken. Maini, who was trying to do something, has been overtaken by Piastri. He has not been able to put out a gap there. So you know what, because we have used everything, let's just pit him in onto the mediums, and let's try to do an undercut on these guys. Obviously we are leading doing an undercut does sound a little crazy, but I think guys that is the way to go. And look at that, Gasly is in P5 right now, and it's because, let me show you, yep, it's because of this. Look at that, Russell has pit, Charles Leclerc has pit, though he's not in a fight, but Russell has pit. So we are thinking about covering him too, because obviously guys we do not have much gap to George Russell. He was in the DRS train, and in goes Maini, and Gasly obviously is trying to look here and there, and into the pits goes Maini. 2.4 pit stop, not the worst one for us. Let's see where Russell is. Russell rounding out the last corner is now on the DRS straight, but here goes Maini behind the fighting of Albon and Porsche. That is not good guys, that is not good, but I think Maini can take these guys very easily. So let's keep an eye on Gasly, who is almost in the DRS, well sorry, in the pit stop time. So you know what, let's use everything and let's go on to the mediums. Yep, and let's go next lap of pitting. Let's do that, and he can now fight with Jack Doohan here in the Aston Martin. He has already overtaken him. Let's see, Gasly using everything. Maloney has been overtaken. Let's skip for a little bit. Obviously I am not looking at Maini right now, because in goes Gasly, and Maini has overtaken Esteban Ocon. Let's see that, and it was into
The
turn 10.
opportunity's there. And the overtake.
A very respectable fight between both these drivers, and that is good. And Maini obviously is still in front of Russell. He's 4 seconds in front of George Russell. So yeah, we do not have to worry about anything. Let's see, Gasly comes out, and he comes out again behind, at least not behind Porsche, but he comes out behind Ocon. So let's try to save the old teammates, the old rival Gasly and Ocon. Let's see, can anything happen there, or will they keep it civil? Right now we are looking alright. We have broken the DRS to Albon, and I think guys the top 7 are trying to do a one-stop strategy. And lap 24 guys, look at that, Piastri has pit, and he comes out here. 87% use his soft tires, but I don't know how much he can save. Obviously we are saving our fuel. Maini I don't think need to save any fuel, he can just go till the end like this, but Gasly will have to save some of his fuel, because he is not looking that good. Obviously Piastri can be done something about it, but we have a crash in turn 14.
And the control's lost, and ultimately just unable to bring the car under control. And for the crew watching on in the
And that was a spin from Jack Doohan. Obviously not something he would have liked to see. And let's see the crash guys.
Whoa.
And that was Lance Stroll guys. Unlucky for him. That I don't think he would have liked to see. And here goes Maini. Let's push him a little bit to overtake Antonelli guys, so that he can make a second gap. But Antonelli is not giving up his position. He is fighting it to the bitter end. And obviously it's because guys he knows that if he fights us now, he can save his tires while catching up to us after he pits. So here DRS open for Maini, and he goes with the help of his DRS into the lead again. And here is Gasly, who is in P4. So guys, let's see, is the Williams doing a 2-stop or a 1-stop, and can our 2-stop work against it? And lap 35 guys, I think this is the time we need to push both our drivers to break away from the people behind us, because obviously we will lose a lot of time. And here goes Maini on Gasly. He goes for the lead. Let's push 100%, because I think guys more or less every one of these guys are trying. They are 100% trying to do a 1-stop. So we need to push as much as we can, and let's try to break away. And look at that guys, 10-second gap for us. But it's because something else guys. It's because Piastri has gone and pit for another set of medium tires this time. So was I wrong? And if I was wrong, I am happy about it. So let's try to save everything guys. And yeah, let's save everything. And Maini is using his ERS. Let's stop doing that, and we can pit him right now. So let's put him on those soft tires. Let's keep an eye on Gasly, who will also try to do something while fighting. Let's try to save the fuel here because we have used a little bit too much. I do not want it to be British GP all over again like last season. So saving the fuel and the tires. Let's do the soft tires for Gasly and 2.2 pit stop for Maini. Let's see where he comes out. Piastri on the start finish straight. Can we come out in front of him? And we with Maini come out in front of Piastri. That is good. And we are saving our fuel, guys, right now, obviously. So Westy can be overtaken very quickly. So let's try to use everything with Gasly, guys, at least. And we are pitting this lap. So let's go back. Let's go a little bit. ERS usage is done. And we are now into the pits. And Maini has overtaken Westy. Good for him. But let me see 2.2 pit stop for him. And let's see where he come out. Maini though is in P6. Can he come out? And he comes out behind Maini and behind Westy. That is not good, guys. That is not good. Let's try to save the fuel for us. And Tsunoda though goes on and he has overtaken him. And Piastri has also overtaken Gasly. And let me see everything. Yeah, their tires aren't really that good. Let's try for Maini to catch up to the people in front. And guys, lap 44, Maloney has been caught and Gasly has passed Sainz. It doesn't matter, but Maloney has been overtaken by Maini. That is good. And his next target is Isaac Hadjar, and through goes the inside. Maini has overtaken Isaac Hadjar too, and Gasly has, well, he's fighting Tsunoda, but he has also overtaken him. Let's keep an eye on Maini, who has taken the lead. I did not even saw that he has taken the lead from Antonelli, and he goes around the outside of Antonelli into the last corner, and he has overtaken. And here is Maini, guys. Let's try to go for the fastest lap for him. Rounding out the last corner, is going to start his final lap into the lead. That is good. Gasly has taken P2, and Piastri, I don't know how, has lost all the pace. And here goes Antonelli for the win. Well, for the P2 did not work. Gasly has stayed into P2. Let's save his tires and let him use the ERS. Let's see. First sector green for Maini. Let's see what he can do into turn 10. And he obviously will not get DRS at this point. And you know what? I am not really worried about the the fastest lap. But if he can get it, that will be good. And we still have a fight with Gasly. Well, Verstappen and Lando Norris. Lando Norris has overtaken Max Verstappen. But here goes Maini around the last corner. Is going to win the Bahrain GP with Gasly 9 seconds behind him. And we have also taken the fastest lap, guys, with Gasly being in P2 and Antonelli 3 seconds behind. And I don't know where Piastri lost his pace. And Lando Norris is going to take the P6 against Max Verstappen.
Karun, what a brilliant drive we just witnessed there.
What a brilliant race that was for the team. They just did everything right, the driver included, of course.
The team has been waiting patiently there, and you can see just how much it means to each and every one of them.
And that was amazing. But what was more amazing than Kush Maini's win was Pierre Gasly's comeback from P15 to P2 here. Amazing work for him. Fastest lap goes to Kush Maini though. That is good. And no DNFs again in this race too. And we are leading, guys. We are leading the championship with Kush Maini. And Piastri has taken it to P3. And Antonelli has taken his P3 and is now has gained 14 position, is now into P6. Good for him. And let's see the constructor. Yep, we are leading. But guys, what I'm worrying about is this, because look at that, we have 1 point. That is good, guys. We have at least 1 point this time, and we are not the last team on the grid this time, finally. And it came in this race. That is also good, guys. So if you are enjoying these videos, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next one.